The Cocktail Art Challenge is here to showcase the art of making cocktails and the art of showmanship on stage, combining into one to bring you an and of course, premium juices for all.
Alcohol in order to have a cocktail that's very.
Bodega, the brandy de Jerez in the world, which is Bodega's Fundador.
Vodka is actually a Florida-based, American-made vodka made with only 2 keystone of luxury, and we call this liquid luxury. It is a vodka that's 16 times distilled and then filtered. So it's an extremely pure, sophisticated vodka that has a little kick at the end, because as we like to say, what's the point of having a yacht if you're not ready to go with our bottle today and to see some of the cocktails they come up with our vodka.
Hi, my name is Jules Aaron. I am a 5-time author, spirits writer, and the USBG Nationals Health and Wellness. I'm looking for like the artistic flair, of course.
South Florida brand ambassador for Tequila Patron. I'm here today to represent our super premium spirit, handmade, small batches without any use of additives. I'm super excited to support our community and see what they can do artistically with our super premium spirit. This is a spirit literally from the people, for the people, that was literally brought to the world to showcase what tequila can really do. No additives, handmade, made in small batches. Tequila Patron coming to support all of you. Let's go.
Hi, I'm John Cow. I'll be on the panel judging the mixology portion of the competition. Tonight what we're looking for is not only proficiency with the flair bartenders, but also that they can compose a balanced cocktail that's creative, imaginative, and also drinkable and replicated in primarily.
I'm originally from Puerto Rico. I've been living in Miami for 10 years now. I got the pleasure to be invited to your cocktails, the presentation, the aroma, the garnish.
Hello guys, my name is Raul Guzman, or well known as Raul Bartender in social media. I've been living in Miami for over 6 years and originally from Venezuela. I'll be judging flair and I'm looking for creativity. Difficult.
Patron Tequila, Fundador Brandy, Finest Call, and Reality Infused Exotics with barproducts.com, Rip Print, Cocktail Network Live. Pretty much all the who's who in the area are here to shine and showcase the spirit and the fun of bartending again.
I'm Josh Kennedy. I'm from Seattle via Palm Beach Gardens, West Palm. Here winning this first place amateur division and this amazing competition that Rob put together. I love all the events that he does. I love just being here with the environment. I love the people. I love the art. I love making better bartenders now. I love just the whole environment, the whole look. I'm over here looking at all these bartenders down there just mingling and talking about the great competition we had tonight.
Mi nombre es Joseph Chavarría, vengo desde Nicaragua, Managua, y gracias a Dios me dio la oportunidad de quedar en el primer lugar en el Art Cocktail Challenge Boca Ratón 2023.
My name is Dameain Williams, and I'm so excited to be here. Today I was first, and it's so cool because 1 year ago I also won this competition. I like about this competition because it's
the United States Bartender Skill, occasional opportunities with our group, so thank you.
The Cocktail Art Challenge was created to be able to showcase bartenders making quality cocktails while entertaining on stage. Yes, it can be done at the same time, and these bartenders
How are ya?
Well, I think the idea of your show is amazing.
You put in all the work when people aren't watching.
Hey, thank you. I'm honored. Thank you for being so cool.
And that's it. Have fun.
So let's get into it.
And let's get into it indeed. Dun, dun,
Hey,
dun,
hey, hey, what's up, buddy? Season 5, we're here, we're back.
I was jumping around to the music in the opening. No, 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 no.
Good job.
It was pretty cool. Here we are, man. It's been a year and 4 months since we were live with Ingrid. Yeah.
Time just flies, man. That's insane.
It's been crazy. So many things on the go since then. I got married to the wonderful Allison Scott. We bought a house together, and I finally built a studio, and it looks just like a hotel room.
Oh, that's good or bad, but way to keep the romance alive, I guess.
Honey, we're going to have a... No, I'm in a hotel room tonight because I'm actually traveling. It's great because everyone on the show today is in a hotel room. But I spent a ton of money making this really cool studio in the basement, and our first show is live from our hotel rooms.
I like to refer to this as Studio 2.
Studio 2, yes. We brought on a producer, huh, Rob?
Yeah, Mr. Joe Messina, killing it, doing the back of the house. He did the broadcast for us for Bartender Shakedown Mixology Matters, and he did such a good job. Dean's like, give that man a job.
Yeah. We're taking the show to another level. Rob and I travel so much, and Joe was like, "Hey guys, I'd like to do this. It's pretty cool." So he's on. He's in the background. We thank Joe for putting up with us for a few weeks as we put all this together. There's a comment coming in. Allison Scott, my beautiful wife, says, "You guys look great." Thank you very much. I'm sure you do too. Cool. She's our former producer. She said, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll marry one of the guys, but I'm not going to produce that show for you guys. Where are you, Rob?
Dean, where am I? Kansas City, Missouri. Just did a training for ABM and Texas Roadhouse, and 60 of the best bartenders from there, and all about multi-sensory cocktails and how to sell more cocktails and make cocktails that play on your senses and the psychology of bartending.
Wow, that's intense. I love that. That's our new head office. That's the new American Beverage Marketers head office in Kansas City. Cool space.
I actually shot a video there that I posted behind the bar, and I'm like, I feel like Dean Serneels back here. There's this beautiful bar. I got to taste the new Real infused syrups, red pepper syrup, and it blew me away. I put that on the video as well, and
awesome.
jalapeno syrup from Finest Call.
Yeah, I have to make some of the original cocktails for the syrups as they come out, and I made a really cool red hot, like a hot tamales cocktail with the red pepper. And a great cinnamon cocktail for Valentine's Day, like a cinnamon heart cocktail. Some really cool stuff. It's going to be great in culinary, too. Can't wait. So good.
I can't wait to get my hands on it. But Dean, what else have you been up to? You just got done doing a training as well.
Yeah, I'm actually in New Jersey right now, working for Allied, American Beverage Marketers, and our distributor here in New Jersey. Allied is... we're hosting with Steve Fetter. Steve Fetter's an old TGI Fridays guy, and I got behind the bar at Allied. He's the corporate mixologist and artist who creates cocktails for bars and stuff in the region. So I do have a 1-minute video, not even a 1-minute video of the training today. Can I show it?
Of course.
Joe. That's it. That's
Nice.
it. That's all the students. We worked a lot today on smiling. I think that was the big thing when you're shaking a drink, to look up and smile and look around the crew. So anyway, yeah. And we're in Vegas later on this month. We're going to be live from Vegas on Cocktail Network Live. Then I'm doing a tour of the East Coast. And then I'm doing a tour of Italy. Yes. And from Italy, I go on to Portugal to be a trainer at Tom Dyer's Flair Camp. How cool is that? End of
That's
April.
gonna be amazing. I'm so jealous and envious at the same time for you.
It's so cool, so cool. You know, this lifestyle, all because we dedicated everything we could to the art of bartending, whether it's cocktails or flair. It's just created a really cool opportunity for all of us to travel the world and meet super cool people. So, can't wait.
You touched on it earlier, but just want to make sure everyone knows what's going on. On Wednesday, March 20th, we'll be broadcasting live the United States Bartenders Guild Shake It Up Classic Finals. 5 of the best classic bartenders in America will be battling it out at the Nightclub and Bar Show. I think it's called Bar and Restaurant Show now. On stage, Joe Messina is going to fly in and produce the show for us. We're going to be broadcasting it live. The top 5 will be battling it out. And then there's a second mystery round, which I know nothing about, so can't talk too much about that. And then at the end, we have Mariano Gill and Manny Pacone, who already qualified for Flair for the IBA World Cocktail Championship and IBA Pan Am, doing a demo to amaze the crowd.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. Joe Messina says, "Whoa, Vegas, baby."
Joe is his son. He's already sent me things. Oh, we got to do this. We got to do this. I'm like, and yes, we're hitting the Flair bars as soon as we get there that night.
Yeah, Joe, our brand new producer, we're like, "Hey, Joe, free trip to Vegas. You in?" That's awesome. Good for you. Good for everybody. Looking forward to being down there and seeing everybody and just getting everything rolling again. And we're still recovering from COVID, you know. So we've got some money to give away though, don't we, Rob?
Exactly. From one competition to another. Last year, June 9th, I think it was, Cocktail Art Challenge in Boca Raton. We challenged all the competitors to come up with a 30-second competitor commercial. Sponsor commercial showcasing at least one of the sponsors and finest call, and we never really gave that prize away because every time it came up, we had like things come up and this and that. So we're like, what better time to give it away than season 5, and let's announce it. So Joe, if you want to play the video, coming in 3rd place is this video. Nice. Dean.
That's great. All right, and we've got 2nd place coming up right here. I don't have the list here somewhere and all of my stuff.
Nice.
I love all of his Zoolander, you know.
So coming in 3rd place, the video that we played was Carlos, and he's, I believe, living in Orlando right now. He's just been killing it on the scene. He's doing a lot of private events, starting his own company, much like a lot of the Flair bartenders are starting to do, is start creating their own events company and realizing they can make more money working less hours by marketing themselves properly. And we all work together on this, and it's great to see him really flourishing with that. The same with Ivan Yusuf, who's been killing it in New York and now traveling the world, doing what he gets, what he loves.
Yeah, I actually had one of his students in my class today. Yeah, there's this guy in the corner, and he's just killing it, right? And I'm like, what's with that guy? So I went and chatted him up, and he's been working a little bit with Ivan and Olia around New York because they're in New York, and well, I'm in New Jersey, obviously. So yeah, he was killing it today, and I chatted with him. So looking forward to spending more time with him tomorrow as we get into more of the dance of the flair. So.
Nice. And then coming in first place, winning $500.
Those two just kill it, man. Every time.
Great, great couple, great team, great video, Olia. Congratulations, winning $500, and finally get to give you this trophy. If I don't give it to you in person, hopefully I'll be in New York soon. I can hopefully give it to you then. But really excited.
Just hand the trophy to me. Hand the trophy to me. I'll give it to yeah, wherever.
Speaking of competitions, Cocktail Art Challenge. You guys are getting the first dibs right now. The exclusive is coming back to Boca Raton, the same venue, Beer Garden, June 9th through the 11th, with June 10th being the competition. And Dean Serneels, June 10th is very important. Why?
Because June 10th is National Flair Bartenders Day. Bum, bum, bum. Where is it? National Flair Bartenders Day. Yeah, so we'll be celebrating online and doing some cool stuff. I won't be at the competition itself because I'm doing something else. I forget where I am. I think I'm in California that week. So I'll be cheering you guys on, but I'll be calling in from California somehow, some way. So yeah, great. Rob, you're always running all these fabulous, wonderful competitions, and I applaud you for that and continue to support you. We're hoping to do a few other big events, maybe an online one. We'll see how that goes. And then we have a competition in June or July, right? Or August, right?
October 6th through the 9th, we're bringing back the Bartender Shakedown, where bartenders compete in a separate speed competition, 1,500, 250, a separate accuracy competition, 1,500, 250, separate mixology competition, 1,500, 250, and a separate flair round that does all of that broken up between pro, advanced, and amateur for a lot more money. It's crazy.
Wow.
Plus the seminars, Mixology Matters, the Spirited Dining. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. You guys are the first to hear about it. To find out more info on this, just keep up to date with bartendbetternow.com, and you'll get all the info.
You just love giving money away, don't you?
Eventually, I'll put some in my pocket, but maybe when I'm dead. I don't know.
Eventually.
Dean,
well, I don't know. I'm getting kind of thirsty, Rob.
Read my mind, brother.
The name of this show is One Drink With, and we need to make a drink, so we're gonna put together. If you're just joining us here on season 5, we do a segment called I can't say it out loud because then the video starts to run. Hey, Joe, hey. So Rob and I compete in 60 seconds worth of mixology to see who can make a great drink with our sponsor product and our show guest today, of course, from Plantation Rum. So. Here we go. I'm going first from my home studio with 1 minute mixology. Oh, that's you, Rob. Here we go with our Plantation Pomegranate Daiquiri. Starting off with 2 ounces of plantation pineapple, pardon me. And I was going to flub the word pomegranate. Finest call pomegranate. The new syrup is made with cane sugar and the highest quality pomegranate juice you can find, and finest call single press lime juice. That's exactly it. Not from concentrate, a single pressing of lime juice with a couple of dashes of Fee Brothers bitters. That was the cranberry bitters for anybody following along at home. All right, and here with Cheryl Charming. Great collaboration. Here we have the pomegranate daiquiri.
Hey!
Woo! I cheated and I pre-recorded mine. So I know Rob's gonna go live, but I cheated and pre-recorded because I knew that this was not the time to be doing that. But I do have the actual cocktail here with me now, thanks to Steve Fetter.
Ah, Steve's good. Good old school people. When you brought that name up, it brought back memories.
Yeah, he's awesome. So, Rob, are you ready?
I'm ready. Joe Messina, when you're ready, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Tonight's cocktail is called the Show Opener, and we are going to use 1 ounce of Plantation Pineapple Stiggins Fancy. Throw that in our mixing glass with ice, topped off with, you know it, you love it, you've seen it in the competitions, Fundador brandy with a 1/2 ounce of light cream to cacao or light cream to cocoa, and then a dash of molasses bitters, black walnut bitters, 2, and then a bar spoon of Coco Real. Just give it a little bit of there, and then we're going to stir that bad boy. And when we stir, we smile. Oh, plenty of time, 20 seconds. I got this. Then we're going to strain that goodness into our rocks glass with ice. Normally I do this over a large cube. I just don't have that here. And I'm running out of time. Garnish with a pineapple leaf, coconut flakes, the Show Opener. 3 seconds.
Woo! Nice work. Nice work, Rob.
Thank you, sir.
Looks great.
Tastes great. I mean, when you got great products, you can make good cocktails. But speaking of cocktails, we got someone waiting in the green room. Let's bring out the guest of honor. Dean, you want to introduce them?
Sure. All the way from Barbados. He's traveling right now as well in a fancy hotel studio. But a guy who's traveled around with us doing some of the competitions with Rob, and the ambassador for one of my favorite rum brands. I love all these different brands or flavors that they come out with. We're going to learn about them. Please put your hands together from Plantation Rum, Dameain Williams.
Hey! There he is.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. It's good to see you two guys again. It's amazing to be in your company. Not physically, but yeah, we're here together.
Very well.
Damien, first question we always ask is, what are you drinking, my friend?
I'm actually drinking a cocktail that I made 2 days ago. This is what was remaining. It is, I call it a basil lemonade with a twist. And that twist, of course, is the popular and getting even more popular, the Cut and Dry. It's a new rum. It's not exported from Barbados as yet, but every trip I have to put 6 of these in my suitcase to get it here to the US. At all the rum festivals that I do, this is in high demand, guys. You want to taste it?
Yeah. Just top up my drink with it if you could.
Damien, that product was the inspiration for this cocktail when I had it. It's amazing, and the way you mix that with plantation pineapple rum, it's like a coconut pineapple pina colada daiquiri ready to go. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's simply delicious. Actually, I love to combine those two together. It's pretty good, very tasty. Made from hard dried coconuts from Barbados, and the maceration process is with young pot still rums, young column still rums, and then the maceration is 3 to 4 weeks, and then it's blended with rums up to 3 years. So it took us about 4 years to come up with this final recipe, guys. And this is actually the rum that will bear the name change first, Planterey, from plantation to Planterey. This is the rum that would bear that name first, and then we're going to be exporting it all around the world, especially first the USA. Coming in, I think the first shipment left Barbados last week for the
Oh,
US.
I love that. I love that inside track knowledge. We're going to be out there looking for the boat.
Yep, yep,
Damon, tell
yep.
me, where are you broadcasting from today, Dave?
I'm at the AC Hotel in Washington, D.C. Yeah,
And what
it's pretty
brings you to
cold.
Washington?
It's pretty cold, okay? You know I don't like this weather.
Go to the Barbados for sure.
Yeah, but I'm here on behalf of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. There's something called the Embassy Chef Challenge. So a
Okay.
lot of the embassies from around the world, we congregate to show off our culinary skills. So from Barbados, there's Dameain Leach and Marie, who are the chefs, and I am the mixologist who will be representing Barbados this year. So I think there are over 25 different embassies that will be taking part this year. We have a few pop-ups as well, restaurant takeovers. I think
Right.
the name of it is Philip Chow. That one we're going to take over on the 8th. And of course, we are always promoting the Barbados Food and Rum Festival, which is this year, October 24th to 27th. Okay.
All
So
right.
you guys come to Barbados.
I think we
You
should go
expect me to
live from
come to the
Barbados.
US all the time to see you guys. You got to take the trip. Come to Barbados. I'll take care of you when you come there.
October
Yeah.
24th, right?
Yep.
All right. Got it down. Damien, tell us a little bit about your background, your bartending career, and what got you here. Congratulations, by the way. But I know you started on a bar. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I actually I always had my day job, okay? And I was asked by a very good friend of mine who was the head chef at one of the most famous Barbadian theme bars. It was called Cafe Jungles. And trust me, it was a jungle. When you walked in, you'll see like animals, you'll hear noises, you'll see trees. It is a jungle. But I was asked to fill in for it was the porter at the time. Remember, I had my normal job. You would not believe, guys, what my previous job was. I used to deal with nutrition, so I used to, teach people not to drink alcohol so much. Okay, but now look at me. They are the best of both worlds, I may say, but that's what it is now. That's what I'm doing right now. So I went to help him out in the kitchen. And then at the end of every shift, I would always find myself at the bar just watching these guys, these bartenders. They're having more fun than I am. So the manager at the time realized my interest and asked me, you want to try your hand at bartending? I was like, well, yeah, look at these guys. They're having more fun than me. So from there, my thirst for knowledge grew and grew. And I did different seminars, different coachings. I actually went to the Barbados Culinary School. It's called Pomeranian. And from there, I gained the knowledge. Then I was asked to be a part of a TV show. It was called In the Mix. Yeah, In the Mix in Barbados. And that's where my popularity grew. So I would then start to enter competitions. I would always come fourth, third, second. And then when I got, the grips of steering, as you guys had mentioned before, I started to win. Okay. And I won a couple competitions. And right now I am the reigning mixologist of the year for the last 2 years in Barbados.
Oh, wow. And you have to compete for that.
Well, is basically what we do in Barbados as mixologists. It wasn't a competition per se. It was
Okay.
just the people's choice. Okay.
Gotcha. So you're
Based on,
you're out there, you're making things happen, and people are recognizing
yeah,
you, and you're
yeah,
doing a
yeah.
fabulous job for Barbados
That's
hospitality
right.
and being out there making it happen. I love it.
Yes, that's right. But of course, I work at the West Indies Rum Distillery that makes Planterey rum. So I do travel to the different rum festivals, especially in the US, to promote and to educate not only about the rums, but about Barbados and our distillery. So I'm the Romalier of the distillery.
I'm like, yeah. So how much time do you spend traveling on the road? What percentage of your year?
Oh, almost every month. Almost every month. I
Yeah.
just came back from Miami Rum Congress. I think that was about 2, 3 Saturdays
Yeah.
ago, and now I'm here in Washington. And then next month is Chicago Rum Fest, and then of course New York Rum Fest. So it happens throughout the year mostly. Yep.
Great.
Dameian, you're talking about the Miami Rum Congress, which I had the pleasure of seeing you there a couple of weeks
That's
ago. And
right.
I always
That's
love seeing
right.
you because you always have the good rum, and we did some good interviews. But while you were there, you're talking about Barbados. We did a
Yeah.
quick interview with someone else that just wanted to jump in and say hi. So, Joe, if you can play that surprise video for Dameian.
All right, so when you go to visit Barbados, there's a little tiny bar that happens to do karaoke. And if you give enough Planterey rum to Dameian, he turns into Mr. Lava Lava. So make sure you do that.
Wow.
He was supposed to send me the video singing karaoke, but he never got to it.
You did that behind my back. I didn't even see
You were
that.
busy serving drinks. You know, it's what we do.
Mr. Lover. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Bombastic, baby.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
he's right. Whenever these guys come to Barbados, the touring teams, they love karaoke. So I would find a karaoke bar that, of course, support our rums, and we would go and we would have an amazing time. And that's one of the songs that I actually sing. Okay, I actually won. I actually won a gold medal in France when we had a competition, a karaoke competition. Okay.
Wow.
Nice. Now back to Barbados, Dameian. How
Yeah.
long was the West Indies Distillery rum established?
Oh, the West Indies Rum Distillery was established since 1893 by a German engineer. His name is Jerry Stades. But now we know it's cutting, ahead of time. Alexander Gabriel is the current owner. He was coming to the distillery from 1999, learning the art of rum making and purchasing his rums from the distillery. Now we are about producing rum company since then, but now we have premium brands associated with the distillery. So the distillery never had a brand, and Planterey never had a home. Okay, so now that marriage took place in 2017 when Alexander bought the distillery. So now it's a match made in heaven. So now we're making a lot of babies. Okay.
How much rum is actually exported there?
Pardon?
How much rum is actually exported from there?
Oh, we export 85% of all the rums from Barbados. Okay.
Oh, wow.
We're the #1 foreign exchange earners in Barbados, manufacturer wise. So we're massive. We're massive. We actually produce now up to 60,000 liters per day, and that's only in one still. But we have 5 operating stills currently, and we're looking to implement a few more.
Now, the
Wow.
question on everyone's mind is, including mine, is what was the process and why the name change from Plantation to Planterey Rum?
Okay. It has negative connotations with slavery. So if one person complains, then we as a company, we decided we are going to do something about it. Yes, it took a while, but Rob, try to change your name. How long
Right.
would that take? But then a premium brand like this, how much money is invested into changing this name? So it took a while, but we had to make sure that it's patented in 120 countries around the world first. And of course, we decided on the name Planterey because the plant, the sugarcane grass, and the ray of sunshine that helps those the sugarcane to grow. So Planterey, that's where it came from. And it's we needed to change it, and that's what we did as a company. So yes, a lot of people were upset that we changed the name, but we don't want to offend anyone as a company. So yep.
And you were
But we
clearly
continue to
sensitive
make
to it
same
inside.
rum.
So you were
Yeah,
sensitive
same
to it in
rum.
the company anyway, right? So
Yes,
it
yes,
wasn't
yes.
even so much about other people complaining about it. You guys were sensitive to it yourselves.
Yes, yes. Some of the staff were, but not as much. I mean, mostly in the US, based on what happened here a couple of years ago. So yes, it's a touchy topic, but we don't want to offend anyone. I mean, it's within our DNA
Right.
to be the best that we can be. Okay, and we continue to do just that.
Well, Planterey, talking about the grass and the sunshine, I think is as perfectly just perfect as well. So
Yes,
it's not going to
thank
change
you.
the rum, right?
Not at all, not at all. The rum remains the
Right.
same. It's just the name with the negative connotations that some people
Right.
may, you know, connect it with slavery. So it's
Well,
the
let's
best thing
talk
to
about
do.
some of the
Yeah.
rums then. Tell us about some of the different flavors of rum because there's so many great flavors of the and expressions of Planterey rum.
There you go. So let's start with what I have here right now. Okay, my ever. I mean, this is my go-to rum. This is the 5-year-old. Okay,
All right.
it first 3 years in bourbon cask, and then I finished 2 years in cognac cask. This is my go-to rum. I can do anything with this rum. Okay, if I choose to drink it neat on the rocks, pair a medium to robust cigar. This is the rum for me. Even some dark chocolates. I mean, this is simply amazing. And now we have the growing in popularity, the cut and dry, hard dried coconuts that we get from Barbados. Now we have the coconut vendor that can provide us the amount that is needed for the maceration process, which takes 3 to 4 weeks. And now we're able to make enough to start the export of this rum. Okay, we have the pineapple, the Stiggins Fancy, is ever popular, especially in the US. We have the 3 Star, which is a blend from Barbados, Jamaica, and Guyana and Trinidad. We have the original dark, ever popular.
Wow.
These are the bar classics. This is a blend from Barbados and Jamaica. And one of my favorites, okay, OFTD. You guys know what
I knew you
OFTD
would
means,
say that.
right? It was I think, remember I judged the competition, the USBG,
Yeah.
flair and mixology competition. And I gave some of the guys a shot of that to start. Remember that kind of warmed those guys up. And I must say, Dean and Rob, thank you so much for inviting me to be one of the judges at that competition. It was the highlight of my year. Okay,
Oh,
that
wow. Of all your
was a
travel,
dream
that
come
was your
true.
highlight. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was pretty good. Okay, and I learned a lot
Dameain,
from you guys. It was simply amazing, and I'm looking forward to doing it again pretty soon. Okay.
Well, it was great having you there. You were doing some seminars for us at the competition,
Yes.
as well as all of our sponsors get to talk directly to the bartenders. So we learned a lot from you as well,
Yeah.
and we
Thank
got to
you.
taste some of your new. I think we tasted the cut and dry for the first time
Yes. Yes.
there.
I brought it
Thank you
up.
very much.
Remember, I brought 2 bottles up.
Yeah, and I think I
Yeah.
over imbibed on it. I was probably rude and took more than my share.
Yeah. I think you were, because I think you started to put dollar bills on your forehead. Remember? And in your pants. Yeah, I remember that. I think I have a photo of that as well.
and then the magic cards come out right after that.
Yeah. But it was a
Yeah,
lot of
David,
fun,
you did a
guys.
great
And,
job with that. You're a staple in our family there, and we look forward to talking to Guillaume and finalizing and having you back soon, man. I'm excited, and we're looking forward to it.
yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
So, from talking about competitions, from judging bartending competitions like you talked about, what advice would you give to bartenders to score better in upcoming competitions?
Don't spill. I say that because at the same competition, you guys had judges to deduct based on spillage, right? And that was amazing. I've never seen that before. I remember seeing those guys like by the table, just waiting for the competitors to spill a little, or that was commendable. But yeah, when you're competing, you have to be focused. So if music makes you relax, gives you that focus, then listen to music. Listen to some of the other competitors as well. Have a banter with them. It could be conversation. Make sure that you're comfortable when you're competing, and of course, know your balance. Okay, very important. Know your balance. Okay, practice your cocktails ahead of time, and of course, go out and give it your all. That's my advice to competitors, basically.
I agree. Go out there, show it like you mean it. You're doing it for a reason. Enjoy it. You spent countless hours practicing for it. In those 6 minutes you get on stage, like embrace
That's
it, take
right.
it, and enjoy it. So, Damien, okay, so that's a good way to start scoring better. But what about a proper way to start preparing for competitions, even before you get to this stage? What should competitors be doing to properly prepare better for this?
Basically, taste your ingredients before you actually use them. Taste them often, and then try to blend like flavors and contrasting flavors, so you would get better at executing a cocktail, whether it pairs well or whether it contrasts, because sometimes contrasts actually go well with the palate. But just know your product. That's one of the most important steps in competing. Okay.
Awesome. And then I got a question for you. Speaking of knowing your product, Plantation Pineapple Rum has got to be one of my hands down for the value for the money, one of my favorite rums. I drink it neat, I
Yeah.
mix cocktails with it. But to know your product better, to this day, I still don't understand why it's called Stiggins Fancy. Please enlighten me.
Really? Wow. Okay, so Stiggins Fancy. Now, we all read Charles Dickens novels growing up, okay? So Charles Dickens wrote a novel about Reverend Stiggins, who used to go every day in his neighborhood and preach to people. And then at the end of every day, he would always sip on a pineapple flavored rum. Now, we actually found this recipe in the Pickwick paper in the UK. So we tried to recreate that expression, that recipe, as close as possible, obviously based on modern times, what is available to us. It is a recipe that is from 1824, okay? And David Woodridge, along with Alexander Gabriel. They combine ideas and they spent countless hours trying to find the right pineapples. And in this case, there are dwarf pineapples. They're called Victorian pineapples from Madagascar. Those are the pineapples that they actually chose. They're small, but very, very, very sweet. And you peel the pineapples by hand. I actually did it in France a couple years ago. They gave us some small knives and we had to peel hundreds and hundreds of pineapples in the evening after one of the sessions that we had. So you peel the pineapples and the rind or the skin is infused in our 3-star white rum for 3 weeks. Okay. And the flesh of the pineapple, what we eat, is infused in our original dark for 3 months. And then we combine both into a center barrel for an additional maceration process, which is another 3 months, creating what we call the Stiggins Fancy Plantation Pineapple Rum. So that's where the Stiggins comes from, Reverend Stiggins.
It's amazing.
Okay.
And then
So
let me ask you this now, just
process.
to quell some myths and stories, because I was always told one thing, and maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, I don't know. But if I'm not mistaken, where it was first released and as a gift was, if I'm not mistaken, to at Tales of the Cocktail for the Cap, for all the people that were busting their butt and making all the batches and the cocktails. Like you guys gave this as a thank you to them. And from what the story goes, or the myth goes, it was so popular that we had to start making it now.
That's right. That was where it was first launched. Okay. Tales of the Cocktail. I don't remember the year, but it was a gift to the bartenders there, to commemorate what they actually do. And like you said, it was so popular that we had to mass produce it thereafter. Okay. Yep.
Dean?
That's fabulous. Damien, we're hoping you can stick around with us. We're actually going to launch our Patreon tonight. We're going live on Patreon, looking for some subscribers. Hoping you can join us at the end of this show on Patreon. Can you stick around with us from Washington, D.C. for a little while longer?
Of course.
Awesome.
For one more to drink with.
And for one more drink with. That's right. This is one drink with. We're going to have one more drink with for Patreon subscribers. We're so clever.
I'll be here.
But before we do that, and if there's any questions in the comments, put a Q beside your comment so we know it's a question for anybody who's following us on YouTube. Damien, tell us about your future plans, either with the brand or what you're working on yourself.
I enjoy my job working at the distillery, but I want to do a bit more in terms of blending rums. I actually worked in that department around COVID. So I was starting to develop the skills of blending. I think I want to do a little more of that in the near future. I will continue to obviously fly the Barbados flag and the West Indies Rum Distillery flags around the world. That's what I really enjoy. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy educating them about Barbados. I always invite you to Barbados. You two guys need to come, okay?
We do.
You need to come. Enough said. All right.
I already got a karaoke song planned.
Heard, as Joe would say, heard. Yeah. Let's get it on the calendar. We'll get down there.
You will be taken care of. Okay, you'll have nothing to worry about when you get to Barbados. But anyway, I'm going to continue to represent. Okay, and of course, Barbados is my homeland, so I will be flying the flag high as usual.
Great. Damien, we have reached the part of the show that we call the final sip. For those viewing, the final sip is where everyone on the show gets to talk about their favorite little part of the show as we finish the last sips of our cocktails before we have one more drink with on Patreon. So, Damien, I will start, and then Rob will go, and then you can finish us out here on the final sip. Your favorite part of the show, maybe something you shared or whatever we talked about. My favorite part of the show for the final sip is how you were up and coming. It's always important for me to be working with bartenders, watching them at the bar and watching how they go from the bar and get into these jobs and get better bar shifts and then become ambassadors and get to travel the world and open their own bars or whatever it might be as they follow their career through. So my favorite part was hearing of you as a bar porter going, you know what, these guys are having way more fun than I am. I'm clearly good enough to do it. And then how you stuck around and your time happened and then you made a great career out of it. So that is my final sip today on One Drink with Dameain Williams.
Nice.
Thank you.
My final sip is I just love this community. Like, Damien and I get to see each other maybe 2-3 times a year, and when we do, it's like there's no time lost. We get to drink rum, have a good time, and we reminisce about it's okay to entertain behind the bar and make quality cocktails, much like the competition that Damien's judged. So that's my final sip is don't be afraid to have fun behind the bar again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Damien,
my
final sip.
Yeah, my final sip basically is first the banter between you two guys. I love the way how you guys mesh very well together. It's amazing. The camaraderie between you guys is one of a kind. I also enjoyed seeing you guys make that cocktail in a minute. Okay, I mean, one of us cheated. One of you cheated, but hey, I'm not going to call any names. Okay? I know my winner, and if I was to judge, I know who the winner is. There you go. But it's always good to see you guys apply your knowledge and your experience. Okay, I love to see you guys flair. I really wished that I went more and more into flair tending. Okay, yeah, I can do a few things. Okay,
Hey!
I can do a few things, but hey, I never really went as far as I should in the flair arena. But you're never too old to, I think I can still learn.
Dog new
Would you guys
tricks.
teach me?
Dean just taught a class today, and Dean, you had a diverse age group, I'm assuming, right?
Oh yeah. I've got a huge different age group at the class. Steve Feder is like, hey, can you come in early tomorrow? I want to work on some things. Maybe you could teach me a few tricks. So yeah, there's flair and magic and bar tricks and mixology that we're working on. So absolutely, it takes nothing to learn a couple of cool tricks, just to draw the eye candy. So, Damien, now that you've called me out as cheating, I guess I have to admit, yes, I cheated because I pre-shot it, and I did actually take a couple of runs at it. So, in my new studio. So
I knew it!
I have been honest. All right, come on. This is a safe space, isn't it? Is this a safe space? I promise to not do that again. I will definitely set up everything I need to set up in my hotel room and do it raw like the Husted down there does.
And I gotta say thank you to Beth. I forgot to grab this from ABM earlier, the Coca Real, and I was freaking out running around. She went down to the lobby bar and bought me a bottle from them. So thank you, Beth.
Wow.
I I got my shakers, to hand, just in case you guys had put me on the spot. Okay.
Oh,
My,
I
my,
wish we'd
my,
known.
my ice has melt now though, so I
Well, there's
got some
one
ice
more
from
drink
those things.
with. We're putting you on the spot there for sure.
Yes, we're gonna start it off that way.
No, the only thing I can do now is maybe shake this to make it cold.
Do you
All right. And
travel
by
with
the way,
that thing?
this is basil syrup,
Right.
lime juice, orange bitters, the Planterey cut and dry, and the 5-year-old, okay, and passion fruit juice. That's it. Simply delicious, guys.
And what kind of
Simple.
bag do you put that kettle in?
What kind of bag?
Yeah, how do you travel
Oh,
with that?
yeah. It was difficult to
Grab some.
transport.
There
There
it
he
goes.
goes.
Shaking it up. All right. So while Dameian's shaking up his one more drink with, oh yeah, little egg split strainer there. It looks so good. I'm gonna catch a couple of drips in my empty glass here. Yeah.
Cheers,
All
guys.
right. All right, let's talk real quick about what's going on next week. Special guest, Dameian. We're going to see you on One More Drink With on Patreon in just a moment. Actually, we'll come back and say goodbye. All right.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Philip Raimondo. Here's a guy who's just in deep into flair bartending through the years. Also a great brand ambassador himself. He's traveled. He's working with all kinds of different companies, selling spirits and mixers around the world. Philip Raimondo. Now, here's the thing. It's the day after my birthday, and I love doing magic behind the bar. And Phil is one of the best magicians on the bar that I could bring to the table. He's an absolute star and a great conversation. Please join us next Monday night as we go live from studio with Philip Raimondo on One Drink With. All right. Dameian, thank you very much, sir.
It was indeed a pleasure. Okay. It's indeed a pleasure seeing you guys and interacting with you guys. Okay. The next time, can you guys do this show in Barbados?
Yeah, we want to.
That's an invitation, Dean.
Yeah, yeah, it's more than an invitation. That was a demand. I think Dameian demanded that we do this in Barbados. Let's do this from the Planterey bar.
Yes. We have
perhaps in the fall.
yeah, it's called the States Visitor Center. So now we're open to the public. So anytime you're in Barbados, yeah, you can recommend the States Visitor Center, where you can have tastings. You can go into the distillery, but then when you return, you can spend the rest of the day on the beach. Remember, we are the only rum distillery, that part of the hemisphere, that's on the beach. Okay, so that's what sets us apart from the others. So feel free.
All right. Well, Allison's coming. She'll be on the beach while we're yip yapping on YouTube. All right.
Bring Allison, I'll bring Joe.
Rob, take us out.
Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate it. All of our people are back. We're One Drink With. There's plenty in store. Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check it out live. Jump in the comments. Ask the questions. A lot of good stuff planned. And then Dean and I have so much planned this coming year. With every episode, in the beginning, we like to tease what we got coming up. Much like he talked about earlier, which I'm not going to reference again, but there's some good stuff coming. So every Monday, 8 p.m. And then in the Patreon, Joe's setting it up to enjoy more education on One More Drink With. Dean, final outs.
Also on the Patreon, you'll be able to see episodes from last season that have some secret conversations and get deeper into some of our other guests. We've got great guests coming up this year. Tony Abou-Ganim is on the dock. Super excited to have him. And, of course, Philip Raimondo next week. And I don't want to give away the rest of the cast as yet. But, yeah, we'll see you guys in Patreon. And if not, we'll see you next week right here. Cocktail Network Live's One Drink With. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.